Welcome, leaders. Let's just jump right in. Today's explainer takes some absolutely crucial takeaways from Google's AI Essentials course and translates them into a real, actionable strategic playbook for your team's workflows. Look, we're moving way past the hype today. We are focusing purely on the practical, strategic value of actually integrating AI into your everyday corporate processes.
So be honest with me here for a second. Are your employees truly leveraging AI to its full potential? Or, are they just kind of casually playing around with it? Because there is a massive gap between typing a basic query into a chat box and building AI into a systematic workflow that literally saves hours of corporate time. Bridging that exact gap for your departments is what we're doing today.
To get everyone up to speed quickly, we're going to map out the current AI tool landscape, learn how to upskill your team's prompting abilities, tackle those really complex workflows, and, critically, establish the necessary guardrails for high-stakes business tasks. All right, part 1. The AI tool landscape. Let's define the playing field. To really understand this landscape, Google uses a surprisingly simple yet perfect analogy. Think of the AI model as the underlying engine. It's providing all the raw power and computing muscle. The AI tool, on the other hand, is the car you actually drive to get from point A to point B. Your employees don't need to know how to engineer the engine, right? They just need to know how to drive the car safely and efficiently. Broadly speaking, your teams are going to encounter 3 specific flavors of these tools. First up, standalone apps that you access directly, like ChatGPT or Midjourney. Then you have integrated features, which are baked right into the software your team already uses every single day. Then Google Docs with built-in Gemini. And third, custom AI solutions, which are tailor-made for specific, high-leverage business problems. Now, that third category, custom AI, is where the real magic happens for enterprises. And the crazy part? It requires surprisingly little technical know-how from the end user once it's up and running. For instance, Johns Hopkins University built a custom AI system specifically to detect sepsis. This bespoke solution took their diagnostic accuracy from a mere 5% all the way to an incredible 40%. I mean, that is a massive leap in performance, driven entirely by custom integration. This brilliantly illustrates the corporate value for your teams. Picture your top sales rep managing 200 different accounts. Instead of spending days manually researching and cross-referencing, they could use a custom AI solution to instantly ingest and prioritize all 200 of those clients based on historical data, seasonality, industry trends, the whole shebang. The AI does the heavy lifting, completely optimizing their time so they can focus strictly on what actually matters, closing deals. Moving right along to part 2, upskilling with AI context to start generating real ROI. Having the right tools is just step 1. Your employees really need to understand this golden rule. AI cannot read between the lines. Think about it like this. You instinctively know to recommend a vegetarian restaurant to your vegetarian friend without them explicitly having to ask. You naturally possess that implied context. Well, AI doesn't. To be genuinely useful, AI needs this implied context explicitly stated out loud in every single prompt. Let's ground this in a concrete corporate example. Say an employee is using AI to brainstorm salary negotiation techniques. If they leave out the vital context, like, hey, I'm the top performer on my team, I got a 10% raise last year, and the current industry average is 12%, the AI is just going to spit out a completely generic, unhelpful response. You have to train your managers and staff to front-load all that relevant background data to get actionable, business-ready results. Which leads us perfectly into part 3. Prompting for complex workflows, and how we structure our commands. You must train your team to navigate what's called the prompting spectrum. Think of it like giving a brief to a brand new contractor. Zero-shot prompting provides the AI with absolutely no examples. You're just crossing your fingers and asking for a raw output. One-shot or few-shot prompting, however, involves feeding one or multiple past successful examples directly into the command. Providing these examples dramatically increases the relevance and quality of what the AI hands back to you. Google actually uses a really fun, memorable, low-stakes example for this in their course. Blindly asking an AI for a Bumble pickup line? That's zero-shot. You'll probably get something terribly cheesy and generic. But feeding the AI a list of past successful lines your friend actually used? That's a few-shot prompt, and it practically guarantees a vastly better result. Now, apply that exact same logic to writing marketing copy, executive summaries, or client emails. Show the AI what success looks like. Now, for those comprehensive, multi-layered corporate projects, leaders absolutely must enforce what is called chain of thought prompting. Essentially, this means breaking down massive, complex tasks into logical, sequential steps, rather than asking the AI to do everything in one giant prompt. It's basically how you keep the model focused, accurate, and consistent. Take writing a cover letter as a great workflow example. You don't just type, write a cover letter. First, you feed it your resume and generate an attention-grabbing hook. Then you review that hook, paste it back in, and ask the AI to generate the body paragraph based specifically on that intro. Finally, you rinse and repeat for the closing. Whether it's a cover letter or a massive 50-page Q3 strategy report, breaking the workflow down step by step ensures elite quality control. All right, final piece of the puzzle, managing high-stakes AI risks. Let's talk defense and oversight. Look, over-reliance on AI is incredibly dangerous, mostly due to three major data limitations. First, the underlying training data might have skewed weightings or inherent biases, which can seriously distort your business results. Second, many models have strict information cutoff dates, meaning they completely lack recent data or news. And third, they suffer from hallucinations, outputs that sound incredibly confident but are completely factually inaccurate. We really have to contextualize these hallucinations for our teams. While an AI completely making things up can actually be a neat feature when you're just brainstorming wild out-of-the-box marketing concepts, it is a massive, unacceptable liability when it's perpetuating false information in a binding client contract or a financial audit. Because of these inherent technical limitations, strict human oversight is absolutely non-negotiable for what we call high-stakes tasks. If someone is using AI for medical supplement recommendations, or in our world, executing crucial corporate strategies, drafting legal documents, or making financial projections, a human expert must always be the final set of eyes. Remember, AI is the co-pilot, it is not the captain. So, equipped with a clear understanding of the different AI tool types, the sheer necessity of contextual few-shot prompting, and the severe corporate risks of high-stakes automation, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. How will you audit your team's AI workflows tomorrow morning? Are they strategically building the future, or are they just flying blind? Start having these conversations today.